Namaskar. I'm Manoj Kumar. Welcome to in the program Press Meet. In this program, we cover press conference, media interaction, and a speech of the chief guest at the program. So, without spending so much time, let's go to the video.
See, the arithmetic was very clear this time. In the last 2 years, we had abstained, and the result was that the Bharatiya Janata Party had won the mayoral election by default. This time we decided, that is the Congress and the AAP, they got together to contest the election. So our numbers come to 20 against 15 of the, not 15 rather, 14 of the BJP plus the MP. So it makes 15. So the case was very clear. The BJP tried its best to somehow poach our councillors in one way or the other. They tried all possible means. They did not succeed. And since they were doing this, we were forced to actually, all 7 of us, we put them at one place. I mean, they decided amongst themselves that since they are being approached by different people all the time, it would be good if they are all together and there is no question of suspicion arising about anyone's loyalty or commitment to the party. So in the absence of those 7 people, our understanding was that since we had also filed nomination papers for all as also the AAP, so after our negotiations and agreement, we decided to withdraw from the post of the mayor, and the AAP decided to withdraw from the posts of elections for the posts of senior deputy mayor and mayor. So when our candidate came here, actually he withdrew earlier, and the photos appeared in the newspapers. The withdrawal was very clear, but the secretary of the municipal corporation I am alleging that, and that's based on my clear assumptions and based on the information that we got. He then wrote a letter to Mr. Jasbir Bunty saying that your withdrawal was not valid, you must come again and withdraw. So once when again he went, the secretary did not turn up, and as I was just talking about the people getting together at our place, the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders here, they contacted the father of Jasbir Singh Bunty, our mayoral candidate, who was our mayoral candidate, and just misinformed him that his son had been kidnapped by the Congress. He is a Congress councillor and he is being tortured. So when he came to the municipal corporation again for withdrawal of nomination papers, where the secretary did not come, these people were waiting there. The father barged into the room saying that his son had been kidnapped. But when he found his son to be sitting well, on his own volition, and he is not a minor, he was sitting well and talking to everybody, talked to his father. Then his father said, well, he was under a mistake and he has no doubts now about the intentions of the Congress, and he even, since he had not filed any complaint, he says, I don't wish to pursue the matter. But now, since the Bharatiya Janata Party failed in all their efforts, 18th was the date fixed. So our Mr. Jasbir Singh Bunty said, well, he would again stand up in the house and say that he has withdrawn from the contest as mayor. On 18th, the day the polling was to be held, BJP, seeing writing on the wall that they would not succeed in any possible way, the machinations which they are experts at all started. And the result was that just 15 minutes before the meeting was to start, even I had reached there, our councillors had reached there, but the Bharatiya Janata Party councillors had not reached. We got an information that who had been nominated for the purpose, one Mr. Anil Masih, a nominated councillor, he was then again made to fall sick. I am using the word made to fall sick. Because if they were sincere about their intention to hold elections, even if Mr. Anil Masih was to fall ill, it was just a minute's job to nominate anyone else to preside over the meeting. He had to do nothing, just to preside over the first meeting for the election of the mayor. And now taking refuge under that, the order was issued that the elections stand postponed because of the illness of Mr. Anil Masih. Now here is the point which we dispute. Now suppose that all the members had got together in the hall. Suddenly they find that the presiding officer hasn't turned up. And then they find that he's met with an accident, and that's a minor one, but he's been for the moment sent for a first aid and he won't be able to attend the meeting. What would the situation be like? Would another presiding officer be not immediately authorized to preside over the meeting amongst the others? But they did not do it because their intention was to somehow postpone the election. So when they found that this was a specious argument, this could not cut ice with the people, that Mr. Anil Messi, and what are Mr. Anil Messi's statements? Now those you have to see. The meeting is postponed. The deputy commissioner says that he had not enough time to appoint another one, and Mr. Anil Messi says that for many days, underline these words, for many days, he was suffering from back pain and he was now hospitalized that very day. So all these things put together makes it abundantly clear that the Bharatiya Janata Party wanted to avoid the elections, which they have. And now we challenge that. And in the meanwhile, the administration, at the behest of the Bharatiya Janata Party, or rather the dictates of the Bharatiya Janata Party, they realized that this argument will not cut ice, that he had fallen ill. So they said law and order. Because of law and order, we have postponed the elections to 6th February. Where was the question of law and order? Only a meeting of 35 members was to be held. Some people were to be there in the galleries like me and maybe the leadership of the BJP, etc. Where was the question of law and order here? They deployed force in a large numbers and they said, well, there is a question of law and order. The law and order situation was created by the administration and the Bharatiya Janata Party. There was no law and order situation whatever at all. So the result was that we filed the writ petition again. The High Court, as you would be aware now, yesterday only, that is on 23rd January, they have directed them, and by now I suppose the hearing would have started. They have directed the administration to fix elections for some day in January itself and not take it to February. Let's hope what the decision is today. And but surprisingly, the administration is justifying their action. They're justifying their action. What impression they are giving? I personally feel Bharatiya Janata Party in their zeal to cling to power, and it proves our allegation that if the Modi government comes to power again, the country should forget about elections in the country. This is what they are showing here, that come what may, by hook or crook, we must win the elections, even if we are 15, they are 20. Now what does this show? That they are still at the same game. They want to take away, break away, or somehow in any form, buy or do whatever as they are apt at. They did that in Madhya Pradesh earlier. They did it in Goa. They did it in Northeast. They did it in Maharashtra. Now the same thing even for a municipal corporation elections. They could have very easily said, well, they could have underplayed it. It's just a corporation. Well, it's a game of numbers. Elections were over. It's 2 years back. This is a game of numbers now. The Congress and the AAP put together make 20, we are 15. So there was no question of her winning the elections. I mean, they should have taken it very gracefully. But what they are doing to democracy, what they are doing to the entire system, the entire procedure of elections is in fact abominable, I must say. I can't say who in the BJP is doing that, but the BJP is doing that. I mean, I can say that. The BJP leadership does not want anyone else to come anywhere. I mean, that is against the basic tenets of democracy. That is, rather, as we always say, that through democracy, taking benefit of the democracy, the Bharatiya Janata leadership is demolishing, is strangulating, is killing democracy. In Chandigarh, this has been nothing else but killing of democracy. There is only last hope, that was the courts. I don't know by now, as I said, maybe we have some verdict, a date is fixed again, but we don't know what they would then do. Let's only wait for the date to be fixed today. I don't have any information, but this is almost clear. On their own, the leadership here, the local leadership wouldn't have been able to do that. The local leadership, the Bharatiya Janata Party, including the Member of Parliament, they have not been able to do anything in Chandigarh for the benefit of the people of Chandigarh or for the benefit of the city. They couldn't do anything. They were perhaps have no say in the administration, and the administration was just left on its own to do whatever they wish to do, and total free hand to them. And then we've seen the result. of the last 10 years, Chandigarh hasn't progressed in any sector whatever. I have said that, that is nothing but they are trying to, indulge in this horse trading, but so far they have not been successful. And I can say with full emphasis at my command that they will not succeed in doing this here in Chandigarh.